Eccoci di nuovo qua.
Here we are. Welcome back on my channel, adventurers. Today, as you can see, bike ride style. I'm in Mesola, in the province of Ferrara, and what you see behind me is the castle of Mesola, a building that once was a luxury dwelling built by the Este family, and also a fortress, while today is an interesting museum. But I'm not here to tell you about the castle and the museum. I'm here because I want to discover with you the delta of the River Po, a beautiful area, and I want to do it with my bike. I'm going to show you two itineraries that you can also do. Today is a loop. I'll head towards Gorino and then the SACCA degli Scardovari, and then right back here to the castle along the cycle path that leads to Ferrara. Tomorrow I want to show you a different route. It's not a loop. I will go south, towards Comacchio, but watch the videos because I will give you all the information you need to organize these routes by yourselves. Routes that are both a beautiful chance to have an easy ride, I leave you the information, links, the GPX tracks, but also a chance to see beautiful landscapes and interesting things. So I think I'm ready. I've got my bike, wheels inflated, my backpack and my bags full of useful things, helmet, cold. Yes, I also have cold weather. Even if it's middle April, we are at 2 Celsius degrees below zero. So I'm going to pedal immediately. Let's go! I feel the essence of this area wrested from the river right from the first pedal. The Abate tower is a clear proof of this. In the past it was used to allow the outflow of rural waters and to prevent the backflow of seawater. Today it's an oasis, a pleasant stopover for a break in the middle of nature. The route is completely flat and goes on along the river, and after a few miles I reach a bridge that connects the two banks of the river, but also two regions. Thus I pass from Emilia-Romagna to Veneto. This is not a bridge like any other. This is a floating bridge made of boats. How beautiful is this bridge! Well done, Stefano! Great idea to leave the sun cream home. Bravo! I keep on riding until there is land under the wheels. And I get here.
Che posto, ragazzi.
What a place, guys! Here on my left, the delta of the River Po. Behind me, the Adriatic Sea. Amazing! That one is the lighthouse of Goro, or the lighthouse of the Island of Love. Actually, it's the new lighthouse, which was built in the 50s of the 20th century because all the debris carried by the river have made the coastline move on, and also because the old lighthouse was destroyed by the German soldiers during the Second World War. It's a very nice place. Too bad because of the COVID emergency the restaurant is closed and ferries do not go to the Island of Love. But if you pass by and have time, I recommend you to go visit the island. First of all, for the beautiful landscape. The beach of the island was declared one of the most beautiful in Italy a few years ago. And also for a naturalistic reason. Indeed, a little far from the lighthouse, it's possible to see turtles and even some specimens of otter, an animal that was thought to be extinct in this area. This because the beach of the Island of Love is a perfect habitat for many species of animals to nest. You can leave by ferry from Gorino or, if you prefer, from the Bacucco gate nearby. And by the way, have you ever seen swans at sea? I haven't. On the road again! Next stopover, the SACCA degli Scardovari. Another floating bridge made of boats, and I pedal for a few miles alongside cultivated fields.
Chilometri
20 miles! Come on, let's go, let's go! And here they are, the cavane, the typical wooden pile dwelling used by the fishermen, who, especially in the past years, fished a lot of scardove, a fish that gave the name to this place, Sacca degli Scardovari.
Che tristezza, ragazzi.
So sad, guys. Not for the place, no, it's stunning, but, you know, I'm here at the Sacca degli Scardovari with this sad sandwich ham and cheese. Well, I'll explain you. The Sacca degli Scardovari is a basin that extends for several square miles, enclosed and sheltered from the waves of the sea by the scanni. The scanni, I don't know how to translate, they are long and narrow strips of sand that are always moving because the tides and the wind are constantly moving the sand from one point to another. The average depth of the water here is about 5 feet, so the sun warms up the water and the temperature is constant, and here is also where the fresh water of the river and the salt water of the sea meet, so it's the perfect place to cultivate mussels, clams and oysters, and because of this COVID I'm sitting here outside the closed restaurant eating a sad sandwich. Freaking COVID!
Vabbè, pazzesco.
Well, never mind. At any rate, the place is very nice. And this road that goes all around the lagoon is really cool. All flat, panoramic, no cars. It's perfect to discover the area and plunge into this lagoon atmosphere. Really special, very beautiful. By the way, if you'll come to the delta of the River Po, do it in spring or autumn, because in winter it's foggy, moist, and in summer, well, as you can imagine, there is no shade. I passed through the oasis of Camello and then I take a short detour to get to a place that I would never expect to see on the delta of the Po. I feel like I'm in southern France, but instead I'm literally few steps from the Adriatic Sea. These are the lavender fields of the delta, which in June turn into a wonder of colors and perfumes, visited by a lot of tourists. But they don't know, or pretend not to know, the fields are private, and enter and tread on the flowers, just take a picture. Okay, adventurers, bike riders, travelers, tourists, adventurists, it's time to go back to Mesola. This time we go directly to the floating bridges, and then to reach the castle we ride along the cycleway FE20, which is also known as the right bank of the River Po. It connects Gorino Ferrarese to Stellata di Bondeno, beyond Ferrara. It's about 75 miles of cycleway and we stop in Mesola. Riding on the banks of the Po della Donzella Canal, I reach the first bridge and enter Emilia-Romagna again. The sun is lower and lower over the horizon, and I begin to feel in my legs the tiredness of all the miles ridden. But I don't pay attention, because I'm drawn by the soft light of the sunset that makes this landscape even more beautiful. And I just feel happy to be here now and live this moment on the banks of the great river. 40 miles!
Wow, eccomi arrivato.
Whoa, here I am, back to the castle. beautiful ride. 45 miles. Yeah, I know, it may seem a long ride, but actually once you do it, it's endless. No, I'm joking. If you leave early in the morning and take short breaks now and then, it can be done. Few advice: use a mountain bike, not a road bike. Yes, there are lots of paved roads, but also country roads and dirt roads. And to be honest, sometimes the paved roads are old and unrefined, so use a mountain bike. Other advice: bring water, sun cream, don't do like me. And if you want, bring some food, but note that there are restaurants and bars in Goro, Santa Giulia, Scardovari, so you're not going to starve, don't worry. And nothing else. If you come here, let me know in the comments below if you like it, if you have any suggestions, criticism, advice, anything. As usual, I remind you to subscribe my channel to see more videos, but this time don't go away. Stay here because here you can find the other video, where I show you the second itinerary from Mesola to Comacchio, passing by Volano, Pomposa and other beautiful places. See you next time.